Is something wrong?
You know, I just can't read in this lighting. This lamp is not enough.
Oh, I have an idea. Close your eyes and I'll be right back. Ta-da! We'll wait for Benji.
Hey there, we're Kim and Dan with our birds Benji and Bishu.
And today we're going to be installing some recessed lighting into our living room. So that introduction had some truth to it, although luckily I'm not that cruel.
And luckily, I don't read.
We're new homeowners and we've been sitting in the dark for a few months now.
But really, we only have 2 lamps in the entire house.
2.5 if you count the Himalayan salt lamp.
We could buy more lamps to place around the room, but we figured that would add too many obstacles.
So we think that recessed lighting would be the best option for us.
He's trolling us.
I know he is.
Just a disclaimer, we're not electricians. I would say we're home DIY enthusiasts at best, but Dan does have experience in electrical engineering from school.
Consult with an electrician or a professional if you're unsure about doing this project.
I'm just gonna do subtitles. So we've got our drop cloth down in case any insulation falls.
But we better bring our birds upstairs.
Bye guys!
It's time to make some holes.
Oh, the scary part! Except for, you know, all the electrical wiring.
Do you want to show what we're using? We're gonna make a nice circle on the ceiling using this template, and then we're gonna drill a pilot hole so that we can get our jigsaw like into the ceiling, and then we're gonna cut the hole out with our jigsaw. So to start with, we're gonna mark where we think we want our first light to be, and we're just gonna make a little X mark with some blue tape on the ceiling, and then measure out from there.
So that took a little longer than expected.
So we have a slightly textured ceiling and our stud finder is not working on it. We cannot find the studs that go across, but we did some quick research and we found out that if you put some cardboard on the ceiling and then use the stud finder, it should work. I don't know if this is working either. But we're all set. We have all of our lights laid out the way we want, and it's all square. Don't forget PPE. There's probably going to be a lot of dust up there. So we got some good news. Our pilot holes got drilled and we didn't hit any studs.
I found a stud here.
Yay.
It's you.
Thank you.
Said every wife to her husband ever.
So I'm covered in dust and it keeps going in my eyes. I've got like a face shield that I'm going to put together. We got the terminal box right here, and attached to a little string is the light. It's going to sit like that, nice and flat, and it's got these little clips. The clips are going to hold it on the ceiling. That's fun. Well done.
You look dusty.
I am so dusty.
Oh, ew. Hey guys, so it's been a couple days. We've cleaned our living room and, oh, we got new audio.
Yeah, these things.
That's what that thing is.
Yeah. So it's time to connect the lights together.
Which means we have to go into
The attic.
the attic. And the reason we say that is because we've never been in the attic before. It's sort of uncharted territory for us. There's no flooring.
All we know is there's insulation everywhere.
It's gonna be real messy.
Just me though, not you. You'll be fine. So I went up the attic hatch and tried filming the process of connecting the light boxes together, but it was really hard, as you can imagine, to do 2 things at once. So I'm going to give you a tour after the fact. Alright everybody, we're up in the attic. As you can see, we put some boards down, and it's making it a lot easier to walk around. But this is my setup. You can see some of our wires hanging around that I have to tidy up. Kim gave us some photography lights too, and they work great. They're even better than the normal work lights that I have. I just finished up wiring the lights, so I'll take you over there and show you how it looks. As you can see, the ceiling is right here, so it's easy to hit your head. So here's one of our lights that we uncovered. There's all the insulation out of the way. Here's the wire that comes from the previous light. This little wire right here. This one goes down to the recessed light in the ceiling itself, and then this wire goes down to the next light. This is all the wiring that I've done. The lights you wire up may be a little bit different, but this is pretty straightforward, and we just followed our instructions, and that's all it took.
Hey guys, so it's been a while.
We're wearing the same clothes for continuity.
But there's not much we could do with the Christmas tree. But anyways, so we chose a power source for our light. It's gonna be this third switch.
It's pretty useless right now, but it's gonna be perfect for our lights. Okay, so we're down in the basement, and these are the two breakers that we need to open. I think it's that one. Yeah. All right, time to go back upstairs. So I got my multimeter, and I'm just gonna check to see if the outlet still has power in it or not. Nothing's happening with our little needle, so there's no power in there.
So I've got Dan on the phone with me now, and he's upstairs in the attic. So I'm just trying to help him locate where the light switch is and where he should be working within the attic. So Dano, why don't you make a noise so I know where you are?
Okay.
How about a little towards the kitchen? I would say like a foot. Oh no, you went way too far. Now you're like 3 feet.
Thanks, Mom.
So I've been up in the attic for a while, and the original light switch that we wanted to use is kind of a mess up there wiring wise. I'm covered in insulation.
It's messy up there.
It's really messy. I came back so that I could get a snow shovel to shovel the insulation out of the way so I can see better. The other spot's really busy and it's hard to get around in, and I don't really want to work over there anymore. If you didn't catch that, we decided to move our power source over to the light switch in our dining room instead. So I'm just gonna move over here now. To add another switch here, we needed a bigger electrical box. We started by removing the existing switch, although we struggled a bit with disconnecting the wires. It's really hard. Then we marked where the new cover plate will go with painter's tape, cut out a larger hole for the new box, and went back to running the wires. Alright, so I'm going back up in the attic. I've got my drill, and I've got all my wires and my tools and stuff. I'm going to bring up a measuring tape, a non-contact voltage tester, a wire cutter, and my wires.
Okay, so this is our second attempt because apparently the wire that we snaked through was too short. So we're gonna try and swap-a-roo with a different type of wire. Hopefully this works again. I swear we literally hit every single bump possible with this project. One more. Yay! I got it.
So now that our wires are all set, they're run to the lights upstairs, I've got to hook them back up to the switches. For that, I've got to use this box right here. This should be the last day that I have to do any work on this project. And Kim and the birds are also really, really excited. They've been waiting so patiently for some nice light.
The inspectials are here and they're gonna report on if they see you're doing the right work or not.
Gotta close everything up and then we get to turn the lights on. All right, we're all finished with the lights. I'm gonna grab Kim and we're gonna turn on the lights for the first time and get her reaction. Kim, guess what? I finished the lights.
You did?
Yeah, you wanna come see them?
Yeah.
Let's turn them on for the first time. All right, here we go.
Let there be light!
Oh!
Oh, wait.
One of them is not set to the right temperature.
Okay, so let's show them what we're looking at.
Okay, so we've got our 6 recessed lights up here. Don't mind that little guy.
What's wrong with this one?
The temperature setting on that one is wrong. So I have to go back up in the attic and change the temperature. But I like it. What do you think?
They're great. I love it.
Thanks for following along with us during this project.
I think this was the most daunting project that we've done so far in the house.
Yeah, it was definitely a few weeks in the making. If you notice, this video wasn't our normal DIY tutorial.
No, so we purposefully didn't give you step-by-step instructions because we didn't want you to think that anyone could do this. As goofy as we appear, Dan actually studied engineering in school and he works with electrical systems every day at work, right?
Yeah.
So definitely be safe, make good decisions. With that being said, I think we have only one more attic-related project, which is running Ethernet throughout the house.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to that.
Me either. Hopefully that will be the last project we'll ever do up there and we can just seal those attic hatch doors goodbye.
Stay tuned for that and our other videos by subscribing.
Yep, we try to post once a week. Bye.
Bye.
Is he gonna stop?
No. He'll never stop.
Oh my god.
He's happy.
Benju baby. Oh, oh no. He's still going.
Alright, we're down in the basement and we're gonna open the breakers for, oops. I'm recording now, okay? Oh yeah. So we're gonna kind of shimmy our stuff around. We're gonna move the X's around to try to.
I'm not doing much of it.
You're doing good.
I know where Weasel works. Weasel works. Okay, so now I'm in the living room trying to fix my hair. I'm in the living room. I've got a tapping device, and I'm gonna go on the couch and try and tap. His instructions were not very clear. He said tap 5 times, but you know, I'm thinking I'm gonna give him extra taps. Now we can live like normal people with lights on at night.